They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dietrich Wise in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and his defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
What's the block? Check. 72. Let's go!
Brady gives to Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. 59's mine.
Here's Brady to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Wide, get wide. Shift. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Alert.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Kill. Alert 3.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic.
Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 30 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
66.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Zoo.
59 Mike.
Hey, Alabama.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's get it together.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down now, it's Cohen, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now Trubisky on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Trubisky to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly they're still short for fourth. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on first down is Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he... He ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
To high, what are these?
Right there, 54 miles.
Check right, check right. Switch. Two. Switch.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Justin Evans. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 13. Check.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Play action now, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. To try again after the sack, Winston.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That one good for 37 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 38 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
54 Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges,
First down, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, 33 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Winston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 73 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins from the gun on third. Going deep for... It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Winston. And an alley to run. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 8-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
He said, we're good, we're good.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Evans has it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? Black, 54. Mike, 54. Watch the curve.
Now Jameis on second down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. On play action, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll 6 now. 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Gay's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 56 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Winston. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Cousins on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Cousins on 4th down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Winston. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's going to walk, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, here's Cousins, being chased out left. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, 78 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ready. 125. 5-0. Hey, come on now.
A first down throw for Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And now it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. First down, here's the run with Cook. Levante David in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick here is good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Let's go, Wait.
Play fake. Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Barber on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Winston. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Here's Barber. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Winston steps away, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Down to lose one.
Real.
Mike 50.
Hey! High 7!
Mike 50.
Watch the run!
Mayfield on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
65, 36.
Run.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Small. 56. Mike 56.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Man open race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56. Mike 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Bandit. 56 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Jim. Go. Regular. 56.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield, the quick slant caught. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Out of his end zone, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Mayfield to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Hey, let go. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
That's the way. Check 31, check 31. Check 99.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Get that ball.
Watch the edge.
Slam, slam, slam. X3, 218, chopper.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. 50, Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Watch out.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Run.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
I don't think you got it, son. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Pass.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Now on first, Dixon again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. In 11 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
56.
Hey, Alpha.
6 right there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Flush to his right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
180!
Crunch time, defense.
First down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action. Mayfield. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Check 43.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he finds Kenneth Dixon. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Going left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers! from 17 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, 180.
56, right there, right there.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jerry Rice, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember we broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get to catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check 52. Pistol.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Caught right side is Jeffrey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Vance McDonald. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Kings! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Got one. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Point it right.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert 33.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. All day.
Hey, Charlie.
All day.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Get in the weight room.
To throw, Mayfield. A deep ball for Gurley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the slant.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 3.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Mike 7.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Forced out to his left. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mayfield will throw for it on 4th. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Result of the play is a turnover.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hurry!
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't doing good. Diamond out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field, saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or I'm dead. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Look at the A. Inside. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll bring it all all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively,
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. They begin the drive with Johnson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Take it at the 37. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from ours. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man is Trey Burton. And touchdown! Trey Burton, 39 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And Josh Hill has it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Josh Hill, 44 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Let's get the ball. Show it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
Yeah, he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
We got 4.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
4 down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like that he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. 319. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 28-yard line,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 44-yard line.
58. Rip left, rip left.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing is Rodgers. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And open Rice. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They go play action, Mayfield. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got an open man, Clark. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Mayfield now, flushed out right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Gordon. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And with that last, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
64, check 15.
They toss to Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now Dawson for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll will be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. Pay with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't gotta come. Drop when I drop. Yeah, shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Never try, work it out. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Are you ready for some